having that identity crisis helped me understood that I had something, I had a contribution to bring forward as an educator. Bringing the language into it can be good transition into bringing them into the culture because, as we say, languages are the bridge between cultures. If they're able to speak the language, they will understand the intricacies of the connection between languages and the culture.
I know you're part of the All Bamileke Convention and you created a society, a non-profit society in 2023. Can you tell us a little bit more of those?
Yes, being an educator, I've been very observant on how kids behave around me and my own kids at home. I realized that they had big issue connecting to our culture, our back home culture. And living here in America, I understood that they have a permanent conflict within them. Having that identity crisis helped me understood that I had something, I had a contribution to bring forward as an educator. And that's how I decided to create the Francophone Heritage Society, which is a bridge between African and American culture in terms of reclaiming the kids' identity and help them find themselves within this society. And as a teacher in the school where I am now, I realized being in a population of kids who are predominantly Hispanic, I realized that they speak highly of their culture. They speak highly of their food, of their music, of their dances, and everything that goes with it. But
Right.
my kids at home can barely relate to the ndole or to the koki that we eat all the time. They would rather eat pizza or hamburger or cheeseburger, which might be something very trivial. But when you look deeper into it, you understand that they don't want to relate to the African culture at
Right.
all. So, and that is by itself, an identity crisis that need to be solved. And I believe personally that bringing the language into it can be good transition into bringing them into the culture because, as we say, languages are the bridge between cultures. And that's where how I started the Francophone Heritage Society back in April of 2023, and now it's been more than a year. And when I started, we had about 20 kids in the group, and after about 6 months into what we were doing, we had about 70 to 75 kids, which, underscores that many parents understood the need of what we were doing. And at some point, we took a little pause, we made a little pause just to recreate and to revamp completely what we were doing and transition into a platform that is completely online, which kids will use permanently. Because back when we started, we used to teach kids every Sunday, and kids were scattered all around across the country, which made it a little bit difficult for us to continue to keep the education continued. So we decided to create that platform that kid will use all the time and go online anytime without too much help of educators that we are.
That's great. That's great.
And on the other hand, if you help me, let me continue with the
Yes, please.
question. With the All Bamileke Convention, the All Bamileke Convention is another cultural aspect of what we are doing in the community. And I am the public director of the All Bamileke Convention. And it is an umbrella that brings together all the Cameroonian association here in the United States, more specifically the Bamileke Association here in the United States and in Canada. And so far, we've held 4 conventions, one in Atlanta in 2019, and one in Colorado in 2022, Los Angeles in 2023, which I was the chairperson of, and more recently in Dallas in 2024.
Okay. So, how can someone join? Someone who is Bamileke, how can they join the group?
Yes, to join the All Bamileke Convention, you go through your local association. There are many local associations of Bamilekes around the United States, and if the one closer or the closest to you is not part of the All Bamileke Convention yet, it means you have some work to do. You have to tell them about what we are doing and to bring them to join the larger group because together we can achieve more.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what are the benefits of being a part of the All Bamileke convention group if you're Bamileke?
Yes, first of all, being part of the All Bamileke Convention is being part of a bigger network than who you are. Personally, I've been part of it since day one. We created it back in 2018.
Mhm.
And now when I go anywhere in the United States, I feel at home.
Yeah.
I'm welcome anywhere in any state because of that network that we've created. So by itself, that's a powerful tool. And also, we are trying to use that as a leverage to invest back home and create many communities, tools that we could use to invest back home.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank
let
you.
me just backtrack a little bit, right? So
Yes.
the nonprofit organization that you created to help to bridge the gap, you mentioned that it was for all Africans. So this is not just for Cameroonians, right? It was to bridge the gap for all Africans that speak French, for them to like connect back, right, to like their culture. There was it. Is it all Africans or is it specifically Cameroonians?
I started with Cameroonian in mind, but within the group that I have many people even from the Caribbean.
Okay.
I have some students from Haiti and many from different countries in Africa.
Okay. What is the value that you guys offer? Let's say I'm a parent, or and or a parent is looking to maybe connect their kid to organizations that will help them in that aspect. How
Yes.
do they get in contact, and what are the services that you guys actually offer to the kid?
Yes, the service that we offer mostly is teaching them French. At the beginning, we start with teaching them French. And again, the goal is to help the kids reclaim their identity. And how can they reclaim their identity? By learning French, because languages are the bridge between cultures. Kids,
Yes.
if they're able to speak the language, they will understand the intricacies of the connection between languages and the culture. And that will help them, go back in connecting with the parents' culture. Many kids from African descent will say, "I am from America, but my parents are from Cameroon, or my parents are from Congo, and my parents." We want them to say, "I am from Congo," and be proud to say that. "I am from Cameroon. I am from Haiti," and
Mhm.
so on. So that's what we're aiming to do with the kids. And again, I went back to the example I gave you. When I asked my student in class, "Where are you from?" They usually don't tell me I'm from America. They tell me, "I'm from Mexico. I'm from Honduras. I'm from Puerto Rico," and so on. So
Mm.
that, when you see that difference in the mindset, you understand that there's a problem somewhere.
Mm.
Right.
And that's the problem we're trying to address with the Francophone Heritage Society.